Have you ever stared at a dinosaur skeleton in a museum and wondered what it would be like to see it walk? To hear its roar? For centuries, these magnificent creatures were just bones in the ground, whispers from a lost world. But today, thanks to an incredible blend of science and art, we can witness the age of dinosaurs in ways our ancestors could only dream of. Join me as we journey from dusty fossil beds to the cutting edge of digital animation to uncover how we bring dinosaurs back to life. It all starts with a discovery. Paleontologists, like detectives of deep time, unearth fossilized bones, teeth, and even footprints. Each fossil is a piece of a giant puzzle. The size and shape of a femur can tell us how big a dinosaur was. Jagged teeth suggest a meat-eater, while flat ones point to a plant-based diet. By meticulously assembling these skeletons, scientists build the fundamental framework of the animal. Think of it as creating the blueprint for a skyscraper. You have to get the foundation right before you can even think about the details. But a skeleton is just the beginning. How do we put flesh on those bones? This is where comparative anatomy comes in. Scientists look at modern-day animals, especially birds and reptiles, which are the closest living relatives of dinosaurs. By studying their muscle structures, they can make educated guesses about where muscles would have attached to the dinosaur's bones. Scars and ridges on the fossils act like a roadmap, showing where powerful ligaments and tendons once were. It's a slow, painstaking process of layering virtual muscle onto the digital skeleton, building up the creature from the inside out, just as nature did millions of years ago. Now we have a muscled-up dinosaur. But what did it look like on the outside? What color was it? For a long time, this was pure speculation. Early illustrations often depicted dinosaurs as drab, green, or brown creatures, much like modern lizards. But recent discoveries have blown that idea out of the water. Incredibly preserved fossils have been found containing melanosomes, the tiny pigment-containing organelles that give color to skin, feathers, and fur. By analyzing the shape and arrangement of these fossilized melanosomes and comparing them to modern birds, scientists can now reconstruct the actual colors and patterns of some dinosaurs. We've learned that some were reddish-brown, others had striped tails, and some, like the Sinosauropteryx, may have sported a raccoon-like bandit mask. The prehistoric world was likely far more vibrant and colorful than we ever imagined. And what about movement? How did a creature the size of a 6-story building actually walk? Again, we turn to a combination of old bones and new tech. Fossilized trackways show us the dinosaur's stride length and gait. Was it a walker, a trotter, or a runner? Biomechanics, the study of how living things move, provides the rest of the answers. Using sophisticated computer models, scientists can input the dinosaur's mass, center of gravity, and muscle structure. They run simulations to see what kind of movement is physically possible and energy efficient. This digital physics engine prevents animators from making a T-Rex move like a ballerina. It ensures that every step, every turn, and every lunge is grounded in the real-world constraints of anatomy and gravity. With the science firmly in place, the torch is passed to the digital artists. This is where the dinosaur truly comes alive. Using software like ZBrush and Maya, the same tools used to create characters for blockbuster movies and video games, artists sculpt the final details. They add wrinkles to the skin, scales of varying sizes, and the glint in its eye that transforms it from a scientific model into a living, breathing creature. They work hand in hand with paleontologists, constantly checking back to ensure their artistic choices are supported by the fossil evidence. It's a beautiful dance between scientific accuracy and creative storytelling. The final step is animation. The animators take the digital puppet and make it perform. They use the biomechanical studies to create a realistic walk cycle. They think about behavior. How would a triceratops react to a threat? How would a herd of Argentinosaurus move together? They draw inspiration from modern animals, the charge of a rhinoceros, the way a bird cocks its head. Every subtle movement, from the flare of a nostril to the flick of a tail, is designed to build a believable character. They add sound, layering roars and growls created from a mix of animal calls to give the dinosaur its voice. When all these elements come together, the result is breathtaking. The creature that was once just a collection of stones is now thundering across our screens, as real and awe-inspiring as if we had traveled back in time. So, the next time you watch a documentary or a movie and see a dinosaur come to life, remember the incredible journey it took to get there. It's a journey that starts with a single fossil, travels through labs and supercomputers, and ends in the hands of talented artists. It's a testament to human curiosity and our endless desire to understand the world that came before us. From fossil to CGI, we haven't just reconstructed an animal, we've resurrected an entire world, allowing us all to witness the majesty of the dinosaurs. Thank you so much for joining me on this prehistoric adventure. If you found this as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the wonders of science and history. Let me know in the comments which dinosaur you'd love to see brought to life next. Until then, keep exploring.